So President Trump has responded to Elon Musk's criticism of the big, beautiful bill. And once Elon got wind of the response, he absolutely melted down. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the Elon Musk and President Trump breakup, because that's what this is. At least in the mind of Elon Musk, I think this is a breakup for him. And before I go too deep into it, let me explain what's going on. Matter of fact, I got to show you what's happening. Alrighty, you see this right here. This tweet came out just 2 days ago, June 3rd, and it was in response to Trump's big, beautiful bill. You see what he says? I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You know you did wrong. You know it. So this was out there, and Trump did not respond until today. And the response has driven Elon Musk off the edge, talking about Trump's in the Epstein files. That's why I didn't come out. I mean, he's doing a whole lot. Now, let's get to this. And of course, this video will be in the description box in full if you want to see it and hear it without my commentary. If you're on IG, Facebook, etc., visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
So we've done a great job. Elon knew that. Elon endorsed me very strongly. He actually went up in campaign for me. I think I would have won. Susie would say I would have won Pennsylvania easily anyway, even if the governor ran, the real governor, not the governor from Minnesota, he's a sick puppy, that guy. That poor guy, I feel sorry for him. But they made a bad choice with him. But if you pick Shapiro or anybody else, I spoke to him recently about his house being set on fire, which was terrible. But if they picked him, I would have won Pennsylvania. I won it by a lot. But I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here, better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem, and he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate, because that's billions and billions of dollars, and it really is unfair. We want to have cars of all types. Electric, we want to have electric, but we want to have a gasoline, combustion. We want to have different. We want to have hybrids. We want to have all. We want to be able to sell everything. And when that was cut, and Congress wanted to cut it, he became a little bit different, and I can understand that. But he knew every aspect of this bill. He knew it better than almost anybody, and he never had a problem until right after he left. And if you saw the statements he made about me, which I'm sure you can get very easily, it's very fresh on tape, he said the most beautiful things about me. And he hasn't said bad about me personally, but I'm sure that'll be next. But I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
Mr. President, I just want to clarify, did he raise any of these concerns with you privately before he raised them publicly? And this is the guy you put in charge of cutting spending. Should people not take him seriously about spending now? Are you saying this is all sour grapes?
No.
Good question.
He worked hard, and he did a good job. And I'll be honest, I think he misses the place. I think he got out there, and all of a sudden he wasn't in this beautiful Oval Office, and he's got nice offices too. But there's something about this one. I was telling the Chancellor, this is where it is. People come in here, even from Germany. They come in and they walk into the Oval Office, and it's just a special place. It's, World War I, it started and it ended here, and World War II, and so many other things. Everything big comes right from this beautiful space. It's now much more beautiful than it was 6 months ago. A lot of good things are happening in this room. And I'll tell you, he's not the first. People leave my administration and they love us. And then at some point they miss it so badly. And some of them embrace it and some of them actually become hostile. I don't know what it is. It's sort of Trump derangement syndrome, I guess they call it. But we have it with others too. They leave and they wake up in the morning and the glamour's gone. The whole world is different.
Omarosa, remember her? That was the same thing that she did, the exact same thing.
And they become hostile. I don't know what it is. Someday you'll write a book about it and you'll let us know. Yeah.
Mr. President, speaking of ending.
All right, there we go. That's the end of that. Now, Elon heard that, and that really set him off. And that's why I say this is like a girlfriend after a breakup, because he thinks the relationship is one way when it was a different way. And before we get to what Elon said, Trump said some more things on True Social. You see what he says right here. The easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. Good point. And also, Trump said Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do, and he just went crazy. See? And I believe that. I do believe that. Now, here's what Elon says in response. Whatever. Keep the EV solar incentive cuts in the bill, even though no oil and gas subsidies are touched by, the bill. Very unfair. But ditch the mountain of disgusting pork in the bill. In the entire history of civilization, there's never been legislation that both big and beautiful. Everyone knows this. Either you get a big and ugly bill or a slim and beautiful bill. Slim and beautiful is the way. Okay, that's his opinion about that. Now, do y'all believe that? I think that he was upset about that because why did you mention oil and gas? Why did you mention that? It's because you thought if they were getting subsidies, maybe you should as well. You thought. Now, Elon had responded to this clip right here, and he says, without me, Trump would have lost the election. Democrats control the House, and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. Now, are y'all believing that? Do you think that Elon Musk is the reason why Trump won? I was reading somewhere where he raised millions of dollars in the PAC. I'm not sure the exact number, but let's just say that Elon Musk is correct because of the money that he raised. My next question would be, do you think that he owes you something? If the answer is yes, then what are we talking about here? I thought we were against buying politicians. If anything, this just proves that Trump can't be bought. Okay, you spending millions and millions and millions of dollars, do all these different things, but Trump's still going to do what's best for the country and not what's best for you. So I think it's a good thing on Trump that this happened. And then he says such ingratitude. What that mean? What, do I owe you something? What do you want in return for what you think you did? And if you think I owe you something, then what are you doing this for? Are you doing this for the nation to really be prosperous, for the West to be prosperous, or are you doing it to get something for something? Is it a transactional relationship? This is going back to the whole girlfriend thing. What do you want to be for real? Anyway, then he says, time to drop the really big bomb. Real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, Donald J. Trump. Again, same thing a girl would say to you when you breaking up. Okay, that's why your mama fat and bald headed. Okay, that's that type of energy right there. And you know what? This is going to be used by the media because they're going to say, I told you so. I told y'all about Elon Musk. I told y'all he shouldn't have been in the government. They're going to use that. Now, do I believe that? I don't think so. I think what's happening with Elon Musk is kind of predictable because he don't really understand people like that. He's brilliant at what he does. You have Tesla, Twitter. Twitter is amazing. You have all these great accomplishments, but you don't quite understand people, nor do you really understand the U.S. government. See, you can't just say, all right, I want this done, and then it's done. It's not quite that way in Washington, D.C. This ain't 1700s United Kingdom where the king could just do whatever he wanted. It could just be him making the rules, and that's it. You have a system of government in which there's checks and balances. You got to listen to the other side. You can't just ignore them because the same way that Trump was elected and Republicans were elected, so were the Democrats in the House and the Senate. You have to take them into consideration. And if you don't, you're not going to get anything accomplished. And that's just the nature of Washington, D.C. Now you're starting to understand that, Elon Musk. I think a lot of us get it, but not everyone does, maybe even including Elon. And to get back to the whole thing about the girlfriend, you thought your relationship with Trump was one way, but it's not that way. When you're cut off from the White House, when you no longer have access to this man, now you don't understand how to process the emotions you're feeling, which results in you crashing out. Even if Trump did something in the Epstein files, why would you say that? That's your friend? I can't tell. If that's your friend, you should keep quiet regardless of what you and him disagree on. Again, you're just being emotional, lashing out, doing things you shouldn't be doing. Not even giving no context. Okay, he's in the Epstein files. What was he doing? Was he in the picture with Epstein that we can see you on Google, or was he doing something more sinister? Why don't you tell the full story? You're just lashing out because you're hurt and you want him to be hurt as well. That's why you said, have a nice day, Donald J. Trump. So again, I like what Elon does as far as his industrious nature and his brilliant mind. But all of this drama right here reeks of jilted ex-lover. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your opinion about what Elon Musk is doing here? You think that he's justified in doing it, not justified? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. He is not justified at all. And I understand that some may have a grievance with the bill. Okay, you can have a grievance. You can disagree on the bill or whatever, but you're going to try to tell me, you're going to try to say I did something with Jeffrey Epstein. You're going to try to say that on the internet. You're going to throw me under the bus talking about I'm an ingrate. Is that what we're going to do? Are you my friend or not? I can't really tell what's going on. Are you trying to buy me? Are you trying to buy my influence, make me do certain things because you're getting X amount of dollars in subsidies? You want to keep that going? So you spend a certain amount of money to try to get it? Well, hey, if that was your goal, that didn't work. I hope that wasn't your goal, because if it was, it didn't work and it wasn't going to work. That's why we voted for him and not for you. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.